Hey guys, we are ready now for video number 2. And I'm sure if you watched video number 1, and I'd asked you to really think about what your objectives were for social media, I'm sure you came up with things such as more followers, more engagement, sell more. So really all of that really boils down to having a better interaction with our customers and our future customers. So let's talk about, there's really 3 main ways to do that. The first way is boosting. Now, I don't know about you, but if you had the opportunity to boost posts last year versus this year, after they changed all the algorithms, you'll notice that your money just doesn't go as far as it used to. So, boosting is an easy way. If you don't have time to really interact with everybody, you can spend the money. But, if you have about 3,000 followers on your page and you wanted to spend $70, your reach for your post is really only going to be about 1,000 people, and it's way down. And I'm going to give you some tools and tricks and just a little bit that will help you kind of navigate around that, so you don't have to spend all of that money. You don't really have to spend any money. But first, I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows how to actually do a boost. So when you go on and you create your post and you've published it, it will give you an opportunity to boost it. Now, if you already have a post that you published, it'll be a little blue box and it'll say boost post. So it's pretty simple. You click on the boost post, and then you have options. You can say what is your demographic that you're looking for. So the options you have are age. You can change that up. You can change up gender, so you can do all, you can do women or men. And the nice thing about it is you can kind of play around with the sliding scale and the options there with all women and men. And then it will show you on the bottom what your reach is. It also gives you a budget area, so you can tell them, at the max, this is what I want to spend. And sometimes, they don't max it out. Usually they do, but sometimes they don't. Also, you can select specific things. So let's say you want a restaurant. You could select something like people that are interested in a restaurant. Or if it's something you have, like if it's a children's store or a children's school, you could press on there, people with children or people that are researching that. Or if you have a women's clothing store, you might target people that are into fashion or into women's clothing or purchasing online. It gives you lots of options. And based on what type of things you're posting on your page, it's actually pretty good about narrowing down its recommendations for you. So anyway, you go all the way through there. It gives you an opportunity to put in your method of payment, and then you just hit boost. And then it'll send you little notifications across your promotion cycle. But I would encourage you, even if you don't boost one, you kind of look and see how much it would cost you to reach a certain amount of people. And then maybe you set that as a goal for yourself and using some of these other ways that I'm going to give you that don't really cost anything. So the first thing that's kind of a free one is we're going to call it authentic interaction. So it's really just like organic. It's not paid for. So in our first video, we talked about one of the important things to really get that engagement up and the reach up for your post is making sure that when you comment on posts that people make, or when you comment on people's comments on your post, there we go, that it's 4 words or more. Also, some of the scheduled posts that you can do could be things like open-ended questions. So, what's your favorite summer accessory? So then it's getting people to comment and getting people to really engage. And just make sure you comment back, again, 4 words or more. And then the other thing you can do is maybe coming into the fall, maybe there's a service or a product that you offer or sell that people don't know about. So you really can use these posts really just to push some information. Just keep in mind, nobody wants to read 3 paragraphs. Show a picture, bullet point list, real quickly, does X, Y, and Z, it's great, or a quick sentence or 2. But just don't go into 5, 6 sentences, because nobody has time to click see more and read all that, and they're not going to do that. Also, remember that you can do those live posts on your stories, and it just keeps people really coming in and looking and seeing what you are, and it really just brings up that brand awareness. So, if you posted pictures of boxes of shirts coming in, or some great food again, when somebody's like, man, I need to get something to eat, it's in their mind, okay, oh, I saw this great picture of a plate of food that looked phenomenal, I'm going to go order that. So really just helps with the brand awareness. Now, we talked about in the first video a little bit about followers. So hopefully by this point in time, you've actually gone and done an assessment. So let's talk about some ways that we can actually get more followers. And before we do that, we need to talk about your social media handle. So for those of you that don't know what that is, it's like your username on social media. So it will be like at Jamie Kelly Consulting or at Indigo Salon or whatever it is that you do. And you have the opportunity to change that. I believe they only let you do that one time. So just really take time and think about something that will be easy for people to remember. And so then they can actually search you that way too, and it will come up. And it's perfectly okay if it matches the name of your business. That is not a problem at all. So now that we talk about our handle, how can we get more people to follow us? So if you have a personal page on Facebook, you can actually go and invite them to like your page. So that's really simple. You can go through and click through everybody and just send them an invite, and you'll get some response from that. The other thing is, do you have your social media handle or just even like available on Facebook, Instagram, whichever social media tools you're using? Is it on your business card? Are you handing out business cards? So we want to make sure that's on there. If you constantly, maybe you communicate with people via email, so make sure you put that on the bottom of your email if that's something you want people to start following you on. Also, if you actually have a business where you have a storefront and so people are engaging with your customers on a regular basis, just make that a suggestion for your closing staff or whoever is that's on your staff that interacts with the guests. Say, hey, do you follow us on social media? You should check us out. You can also put signage up. So put signage at the door, put signage at the checkout, signage on any mirrors, and just say, hey, want to stay up to date on the latest things we have going on, or don't miss a big event, or just some kind of teaser, and then say, follow us on social media. Now, the thing about signage is you need to really sit and think about how often people come through your place of business. So I know in one of my businesses, it's about a 6-week rotation. And so we rotate the signage and we rotate the displays on about every 6 weeks. That way it's still fresh. And so maybe if somebody just overlooked it walking in your front door, if you put it at your checkout, they'll see it. Another thing that you can do to boost sales if you sell product and you want to get more likes is you could say, hey, like our page and receive 10% off your first purchase with us. And that's a great way, it'll pop up if you have that business app. It'll say, oh, these are your new likes, so you can quickly check to verify if we're worried about that. And then, it doesn't have to be a lot. You can just offer them 10% off something. And so that might actually encourage them to, make an additional purchase because they have that savings available and it's a one-time use. Another thing that you can do is you can go to like through a 2-week time period and do 2 different promos to get people to comment, like, and share your page. So you want to make sure that they actually like your page, not the post. They want to comment on the post and they want to share the post. And you can do any kind of giveaway. So some suggestions may be, let's see, maybe you could offer a free service if it's something that you have, or maybe you could offer a free product. Or if you don't really want to give away anything that you have, you could also go and support any of the downtown businesses. I'm sure some of them would be more than happy to sell you a gift certificate, or you can buy a gift certificate from the chamber that people can use wherever. And if you do that, what I would encourage you to do is get the okay from the representative from the company that you could tag their business in your post. Because what you'll find is people maybe that like that business but haven't yet started liking your business on Facebook, they're going to get a notification that the other business was tagged. So it's just going to really increase the reach for that post. And then there's a good luck fairy. It's like fan page karma. And so what you do, you can type that in Google and it'll pull up a page for you that you can go in and copy the URL or the website of the actual post. So you'll need to go into a computer. You would click on the post, and at the very top in the little in the web address, you're going to copy the whole web address. And then you're going to paste that on that fan page karma page with a good luck fairy, and you're going to hit run. And it will actually generate a winner for you. So you can set some parameters around that with likes and comments or shared, and then you'll get your winner. But here's the important thing. When you go to post the name of the winner on your business page and you tell them, congratulations, we're so excited to be giving this away. If you don't have the opportunity to tag them, like if their name doesn't pop up, that means they don't like your page. So if you set the expectations correctly in your post where they had to like your page, then you can actually go and run that little fan page karma good luck fairy again and pick a different winner, somebody that actually likes your page. So just keep that in mind. But that promo is a great way to get the reach out there. And just keep in mind, when you're giving something away, it needs to be more than $20 worth, or at least $20. And the reason why is ATMs, they only spit out 20s. And so most people, when you ask them how much money they have in their wallet, they don't even count the 1s, 5s, or 10s. It's really not worth it to them. That's considered change now. So things have definitely, they're a little different, but you just got to make sure it's at least $20. So that way it's really something of value. All right, so we kind of talked about a lot of stuff with the authentic interaction. The last thing that's really gaining some momentum on Facebook are groups. So with a group, you can create a group that's actually like, you can call it whatever you want to. So you can call it exclusives, you can call it VIP, you can have a membership group. You really can tailor it down, and you can open it up, or you can close it down as much as you want to. So maybe you have a business and you sell memberships, or maybe you have a school and you just want it to be the parents that you allow to be in there. You can set it where you can only invite people that people can't request to join, and you can kind of make it hidden. We actually have a hidden group for our employees, which is a great way to get information across. But with the groups, if you join a group, it's going to kind of show up at the beginning of your feed. So it's automatically going to be because you've kind of asked to be a participant in this group. With the groups, not only do you get to see how many people saw your post, you can actually see specifically who saw your post. So you can see if it's the same people over and over again, or if it changes. It's pretty fascinating to look at. And just keep in mind that your group following will probably, and it should be, smaller than your likes on your page, because these people are really truly dedicated, and chances are the people that are great customers of yours that are on social media, in your circle of influence people that we like to call them, they're going to be your best little groupies for you. And they're, you can do little things for them. We do discounts, once we hit like so many people, we'll offer a discount to just the group, so they'll have to come in and show that, and they like that because that makes them feel special. So the group is another great way to reach out and to get a lot of new followers. And it's really taken off. You'll see a lot of independent home-based businesses. People are doing that with the different beauty products and different things they're selling on there. And you can actually do multiple groups. So maybe like if you are the Center Theater or you're planning, you're an event person, and then you have people that are like only interested in musical events. So you could tailor something for just the musical people. Or like for Indigo, we have a salon and we have a spa. So we technically could have two different groups, one for salon happenings and one for spa happenings. Now, I don't really think that you should have more than 2 or 3 because that's going to be a lot for you to manage. But if you really have places of your business where the clientele is really different, maybe I would encourage you to do that. Or maybe you have people that want to get into a special club that you've started in your business, or a membership where they pay a certain amount and they're entitled to certain things. You can call it a VIP group and lock it down, and maybe they get exclusive access. And that'd be a great thing. You could sell a membership, and for membership you get access to your Facebook group, and it's going to periodically offer exclusive savings. And it doesn't really cost you anything on the authentic interaction or on the groups like the boosting does. So again, whenever you're sitting down and you're making your 1 hour plan, you have all these new tools and all these new ideas to really make sure you're utilizing the best that your Facebook has. Now, we'll talk a little bit about Instagram. Instagram is a little bit behind Facebook as far as whatever it offers. They're working on linking some of the things. You can, post on Instagram and have it linked automatically to your Facebook account, which is really great. So then you can kind of get the same message. But just keep in mind that Instagram is really picture-based. So you want to make sure that your post, and with Facebook you'll see the words first and then you see the picture, and it's the opposite with Instagram. So just make sure you're aware of that, and you may want to tailor that a little bit more. And I think you'll see in the next 6 months that Instagram is going to offer a lot more. You've already seen that if you boost a post on Facebook, they give you the opportunity to boost the same post on Instagram. So it's kind of nice that it used to work from Instagram through Facebook, and now it's kind of back and forth. And then that kind of sums up, I guess, basically everything that we were going to talk about for the talking about followers, interaction, creating a group. And if anybody has any more specific questions, feel free to contact me, and we will I'll be more than happy to sit down with you and kind of go over more things or answer more questions for you. That would not be a problem. So in our next video, we're going to talk about your 90-day plan to really get you to the next level, and how you really can just exceed your own personal expectations with your social media performance. And then the only other tip that I have for you is, if you find a good app that you can kind of play around with and create pictures, my current favorite one is Canva. It's Canva, and it's been great. You can take pictures of things, or it already has templates, and you can add text on there, and you can make it, and then you just save it to your phone. So again, you play around with it a little bit, and there's plenty of others out there, but that's just kind of one of my favorites, and I just wanted to share that with you at the end. So we'll see you on the next video.